theta, and this whole thing is a capsule. What will the capsule always bear? You see those are the spores. You don't have to, I will not put this in this magnification. You will be really confused. I'm just showing you. That's the spore. It will germinate and form again the gametophyte, the male and the female plant. This is the life cycle of Marchantia. Let's do the next one. Female. So if it is female, is it Antheridia or Archegonia?
Archegonia.
Archegonia. Archegonia always bear the egg. This is moss. Moss Archegonia. Moss Archegonia was between, look at this, those are the leaves. They are like leaves are, it's like a flower. The leaves are surrounding the Archegonia which are sitting in the center. What is the difference between moss Archegonium and Marchantia Archegonia? Shape. Moss Archegonium is standing up. Marchantia Archegonium is flipped down. Remember that. So you see two Archegonia. If it is hanging upside down, it's Marchantia. If it is standing up, then it is
Moss.
moss. Will the capsule be here still? Not here. Okay, now let's see what's coming up. What do you think will come up next? Just guess. We did Archegonia. What should you see next? Antheridia. Did you see them? Yeah. Look at that. That's the moss Antheridia. What do the Antheridia bear? Sperm. Now the sperm will swim to the egg from the previous slide, and then what do you make?
Is the sperm?
Zygote will grow into?
Is the sperm the
Capsule.
dark purple?
405. What is that?
Was
Yes,
the
purple
sperm?
is sperm.
Okay.
Now the capsule, what you see here is only part of it. Guys, the capsule you're able to see with your naked eye. So it's a huge structure. Imagine if I have to squish it on a slide. You will see a big structure. So you're not really seeing the entire capsule. But if you see this, you know it's a capsule of moss, and these are the spores. You see, those are the spores. I will not focus it this way. In the lab practical, you will see it at this magnification. Okay? So this is how you will see it in the lab. You're not looking at the entire capsule, you're looking at part of the capsule.
So
are we good?
It could point at any part of that and you just say capsule except for the inside. Like the
If I point like that, if the pointer is here and I ask you what are the structures you're looking at, you will say spores. If I point outside like this and ask you what are the structure, you will say it's a capsule. If I point here and say haploid or diploid, what will you say it is?
Haploid.
Haploid.
And that's the moss, right?
That's the moss. Now, so the moss story is done. So we did Marchantia, we did moss. Then what were the other slides you saw? Did you see any slides for Equisetum?
No.
No. Did we see any slides for Xylotum?
No.
No. We saw two slides for Selaginella and Lycopodium, right? Let's do those. Tell me, homosporous or heterosporous?
Homo.
You see homosporous? I will zoom in at this level if I want you to really make sense. Look at that. Do you see that all the spores look alike?
Mhm.
It's homosporous. So which plant are you looking at if it is homosporous?
The female
Lycopodium.
or the lycopodium?
Okay, look at this. Homosporous or heterosporous? Heterosporous. So what was the only plant where you saw was a clear heterospory like this? In Selaginella. You cannot mix up. So if I point to this, what spore is this?
The mega.
Megaspore. What spores are these?
Micro.
Microspores. Again, what can I ask you? Haploid or diploid? You know, that's a common question that comes through. If you can identify it's a spore, you will call it haploid. Are we good with this? Let's do the next one. So you did Selaginella and Lycopodium where you're haploid or where you're homo and heterosporous, right? Then which slide did you come to?
The fern.
We did the fern. What? So fern sporophyte is a plant you see. If you flip the fern sporophyte, what do you find there? The brown ones.
The sorry.
Sori, right? Sorus or sori. This whole thing is a sorus, right? The whole thing is leaf plus sorus. Okay, let me zoom in a little more. Okay, that is one sorus. This is the sorus. What are these things? Sporangia. What will the sporangia have? Spores. What will the spores germinate to form? What is the gametophyte called in ferns?
The bird.
Prothallus. How do you recognize a prothallus? It is heart-shaped.
Wait, is germinate like another word for fertilize or?
No, germinate is germinate. Fertilize is, they're two different words. So, if you see this, what will you say this is? Is it haploid or diploid? The entire structure. It came from a spore. A spore is going to undergo mitosis to form that whole structure, and it's going to bear. Its germinate is to grow.
Yeah, I was.
There are two. Both gametangia are on here. Where would you find the antheridia?
Close to the middle.
So
Close to the
these are
middle.
the antheridia, guys. These teeny tiny round ones, like grapes, are antheridia. The ones in the center, like flasks, are the
Archegonia.
archegonia. Are we good? I could ask you what is antheridia bear, what is the archegonia bear, same set of questions. So that was your fern. You did 2 slides per fern. Then we moved on to pinus, right? Okay, pinus you did male and female. Let me show you something and you'll tell me what it is. What are you looking at? Male cone, right? Staminate cone. If I just point to this structure here, what is this? Then it is a sporangia. If I point to this, you will tell me it is a
Spore.
pollen grain or microspore. You can call it any one of those. And if I further zoom in and ask you, how are the pollen dispersed, what will you tell me?
Air sac.
So if I say have this and I point to this ear of the Mickey Mouse, what is that?
Air sac.
Wings. Or you can call them air sacs. What is their use?
Wind blown. Wind blown.
Dispersal. Are we good? That's your pollen, male cone. Now coming to pollen, where do we go from there? We did the male has the sperm. Now we are coming to the
Female.
egg. The whole thing is the ovule. If I point to this, if I show you this part, not pointing to this is the egg, right? If I show you this gap, what is that structure? Archegonium will bear the egg. That's your thing. And if you want to zoom in, this is the minimum, this is the most I can do. Don't worry about mucillus. There is a lot of confusion with it. We'll just ignore it. And next semester I'll take it out of it. Okay, that's your thing. Now for, let me do legume nodule because that could probably confuse most of you. I'll do the nodule and monocot and dicot we'll skip because time is up. We have to go for the lecture. Your friends will be waiting for you. Okay, tell me, what are you looking at? If I point to this, is it the root or the nodule? The root. What is all this? If I point here, what are you looking at? The bacteria. Are the bacteria gram positive or negative? Gram negative. What are the bacteria getting from the root?
Nutrients.
Sugars. What are the root? What is a root? What is a plant getting from the bacteria? Nitrogen. Yes. What is this, guys? What is this slide Marissa is asking? Legume root.
It is root not you?
Root not. Now, I'm not having time, but I'll do one and then let's see if you can identify. What are you looking at? Monocot or dicot?
Monocot stem.
Very good. Monocot stem.
How do you tell the difference?
Monkey face.
Monkey
The
face.
monkey face? Okay.
Are we good? Please clean up your tables. I'm here on Fridays.